20 back P2, boxing this lap. Box, box. In 3, 2, 1. Now.
Endurance racer spotter, the proverbial big eye in the sky. If you had a following drone or a drone covering the racetrack, that's what you try to do by your vantage point to provide information, particularly to the car, that they cannot see. That's priority number one. What can I do to protect the car?
Long hours, cold nights, hot days, orchestrating radio chatter between the pit box and the car. Our goals are trying to add speed and help the driver drive the most potential out of the car.
You're just on edge, understanding that this is an endurance race, so your goal is different from the Daytona 500 and the Indy 500.
You're looking at lap times. You're looking at the situations they've been into the last lap or two. But again, you're always going, hey, I got to protect the car.
Walk up steps. There's no way I am not going to trip doing this. My job is to make sure that the drivers are able to focus on driving the car as fast as they can and not worrying about what's happening around them. The only time they need to do that is when I come on the radio and tell them stuff that's happening around them. Just like any endurance event, you're just kind of pacing yourself and make sure you're following the car as close as you can without overdoing it, without giving too much information away to anyone else, and making sure that the drivers get the right information, again, so they can just stay focused on what they need to focus on.
In the endurance racing, particularly in the modern era, it's pack racing. Effectively a train of cars, 25, 30 deep, small distance between them. There's lots of strategies being set up, and how we do it has a lot to do with just sheer communication, which then gets back to, well, how efficient can we be during this race? I start from that premise.
The Rolex started the race, seeing all the crews push the cars down pit lane for the driver introductions. It's always a great feeling. And seeing all the fans on the grass signing the start-finish. And I've noticed over the years that crowd is growing bigger and bigger as IMSA popularity goes. IMSA's doing such a phenomenal job to bring fans and connect fans with the cars.
During the race, you just kind of get in that rhythm and you're following the race along. You become kind of like you're driving, like you're just kind of in that zone, in that mode.
Preparation is your friend, and you're ideally as rested, as hydrated, and as fed as possible. You're always checking in on each other, and you're always willing to adapt. Based on other years, I kind of know what this rhythm's going to be, and you're ready to go.
The Rolex 24 at Daytona is underway. Well, he gets all this drama in now in P2.
We got a big crasher. 1, green, green, green. Green, green, green.
This is crazy for the opening lap of a 24-hour.
Left side, left side. Ready, and go, 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 go.
If I can feed my driver good information, the cars around and how they're racing, so that way we can race better and ultimately get tenths.
Your look ahead is what's coming, what's next, what do the drivers need to be aware of ahead of them, and that's 5, 6 corners, half a track ahead.
Just because you know that driver has the bandwidth to take something in, but you don't want to abuse it. You're editing. You're like, is what I'm getting ready to say about that apex or that line really worth the time and the distraction? I try to run all those questions and run that litmus test before I decide to hit the button and give that information.
Nighttime becomes a different scenario. Now just you're seeing taillights and you're seeing headlights behind you. So as a spotter, you become a little bit more of the rear view mirror as well at night.
Every time you see a car, it may be behaving differently than the last time you saw it. The prototypes will behave differently depending on who's driving them. And so I want to know if that's a platinum approaching or if it's a bronze, and maybe he'll give us a couple extra inches, and maybe we can take those inches and turn them into tenths of a lap time.
On back, clear, clear. Very fog. You can't really see out here. We got a hyper, 2 back, 2 more GTs, 1 hyper.
A spotter's worst fear. Wow, if you lose the car, that's a big fear. Another big fear is clearing the car by a little bit and judging it wrong. And you say clear, and he moves up and is not clear, and it crashes.
But Chris Cumming has just had a spin at turn 7. The spray of light from the headlights down at the Mans chicane with guideways. The chasing car was the one that's delayed because that spun off the circuit. Yeah, much delayed.
Early Sunday morning when the sun starts to rise, being on the spotter stand and your eyes are tired because you just spent the whole night staring at headlights at night, and it always feels like we're on our last stretch.
We're not racing competitors, we're racing ourselves. 55 minutes remain.
You're watching a lap ahead, trying to time out when we're going to catch, and more importantly, what kind of battle we're going to catch. Hold your line, middle, clear high, clear low. Listen to me, we're going to get through this. This is going to be crazy.
When it becomes crunch time, or it's critical, or it's very important to be efficient, something can be executed that otherwise wouldn't be. How can we get the best possible result at this point?
Exactly the same thing we did last time, but we're 2 seconds closer to the leader when we started. We're in good shape.
10 laps to go. 10. Good pace. Manage your tires. 10 laps to go.
The GTD PRO podium battle in front of you. The next 3 GTs. Just be heads up, racing hard.
Felipe Nasser does it again. 3 in a row for Porsche here at Daytona.
For Meyer, Shank, and Acura, we were putting together a program. To me, it falls into this word of continuity. And continuity in racing is hugely valuable. So I have these check boxes. I have to put the time in, and I'm pretty confident if they can use it, it's going to be worth something.
You know a race goes really well when you can look back and say, I made a great improvement on the team, and the team finished better because I was a part of the event.
You take the combination of end of the race, the driver that I'm spotting for, and just, wanting to make sure you do a good job no matter who you're spotting for.
You never 100% know when that time you put in and everybody puts in will pay off, but you have enough racing experience to know preparation is one of the few things we can control. For that reason, in those situations, we can't back away from it. We bring all hands on deck.
Watch us this season on NBC and Peacock. Be sure to subscribe to IMSA on YouTube, and if you're interested in digital activation in motorsports, visit IMSA.com/partnership.